Hello guys, welcome back to a Saturday late afternoon update. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. The weekend is starting to slowly go by, and it's unfortunately back to school next week, so enjoy it while you can. But we are gonna be talking about the threat for severe thunderstorms over the next couple days. And that's really it. And that's really what we're gonna be focusing on. So let's get right into stuff. We do have a slight risk of severe thunderstorms for the Ohio Valley today, Midwest, Eastern Ohio. We do have a little bit of a slight risk. We do have even a 2% chance of a tornado forming out of them. We do have 5% chance of 60 plus mile an hour wind gusts. And we do have a hail threat. And it could be quite significant, with hail reaching 1 inch or larger in diameter. So I'm going to be watching that threat. And it's all because of this little trough that's ejecting from North Canada and starting to eject down south. And it did pick up some energy today, and we just happened to have good conditions for it to be upgraded from a marginal risk to a slight risk. And that's why you got some intense thunderstorms out in Ohio. I'll show you guys the thunderstorms later by the end of the video. But yeah, that's why. The day two, we do have a very skinny slight risk for Indiana areas, Illinois, and then we have a huge. It's such a straight marginal risk, like it's quite weird how straight it is. It looks like a very zonal jet stream with this type of setup, but we do have some severe thunderstorms in play. 2% of a tornado in Illinois, Indiana, and parts of Missouri. Wind threat is 5%, but the biggest threat is that hail exceeding 1 inch in diameter. And we could see a couple tornadoes tomorrow as well. But day three, oh boy, does it get active. So we do have a marginal risk for Ohio, Indiana, and parts of Indiana, parts of Kentucky, parts of Arkansas, parts of Texas. And then we do have a slight risk. It's a very big slight risk for southern Indiana, southern Illinois, parts of Missouri, parts of northern Arkansas, and areas like Dallas, Texas. Then we have this enhanced risk. I am very concerned about strong tornadoes, damaging winds, large softball-sized hail possible in this enhanced risk area. This is really troubling me. I do not like where this is going. I am expecting a severe weather outbreak in these areas, including Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Springfield, Missouri, Norman, Oklahoma, Columbia, Missouri. It's a big problem. I do think we might see a tornado outbreak in these areas. Why? We see a 30% chance of severe weather for Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Springfield, Norman, Columbia, Missouri, and a significant severe for those areas. But it is for Tulsa, Norman, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, Midwest City, Oklahoma, Joplin, Missouri. And then for day four, this trough gets really strong. I think it maxes out on this day. And guess what? We have severe weather stretching all the way up to southern Jersey. This is concerning. I have a feeling the severe weather will reach all the way into New Jersey, covering almost up to New York City. So get ready, guys. It's going to be a wild week next week. Even if we don't see severe thunderstorms in the I-95 corridor, expect some possible strong thunderstorms at the least, maybe. At the least. So that's why we're really going to be concerned about this. But the threat includes for Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Nashville, Tennessee, Lexington, Kentucky, Birmingham, Alabama. This stretches a lot of area, and I'm stressing this might not end up good. And then for the day 5 risk, it is too low, but I do think there might be not a significant severe, but an existing threat for severe thunderstorms on the I-94 corridor, South, Baltimore, Virginia, Maryland, and North Carolina, the eastern parts of those states. We could still be looking at some strong to severe storms. It's just not as strong, but again, it could take 160-mile-an-hour wind gust to do a lot of damage. I'm telling you guys. So next week, we're really going to be keeping an eye on that. So let's get right into the models, because I do not want to take up as much time as yesterday. So the only thing we're going to be really worrying about in the Northeast, we are going to be dealing with a couple showers. It's really not much. Although there might be some energy, I do think that severe thunderstorm threat from Ohio will quickly diminish once it gets east of the Appalachian Mountains. I really do think you'll be left with maybe some rain. Maybe, if you get lucky, a rumble of thunder. But that's all I'm expecting. I'm not expecting anything from this. Winds calm down significantly. They're really not a problem. And then it's really like not that bad. Once we get into Monday, we do have an area of heavy rain for New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio. We might able to see some thunderstorms out of this, but look at this. We do see some snow in the north. And I will show you some interesting stuff about that later. But as you can see, Monday, I'm not expecting severe weather on that day. It's going to be a rainy and stabilized atmosphere type of day. This is not the severe weather threat yet. This is a separate type of trough that is delivering rain, and that rain could be quite heavy at times on Monday. I'm not gonna lie, for southern Pennsylvania, maybe New Jersey, we do see a low pressure starting to form, and that heavy rain continues all the way to Monday evening. Round 1 is over Monday night. That round is over. We do see a couple sprinkles maybe, but we're good. And then now we see our next front, and this is the severe weather front, by the way. Yeah. So we get a little. Oh my god, that was way too far. I did not want you guys to see that. But anyways, we have a massive front coming through. New Jersey, you're spared for now for Tuesday morning and afternoon. But oh boy, look at these nasty thunderstorms out west. These are severe, I think. Rain is starting to spread in New Jersey, but I'm watching these storms. I'm really watching these storms. And we got like 3 hours later, these storms are on its move to the New Jersey area. Really. But the one thing I am going to question on, how far like south would that cold air deep dive down after that massive storm comes through? If it pushes that instability down south, maybe that severe weather threat will be pushed down south. So I-95 corridor is tricky in this situation. But for Tuesday afternoon, it is expecting heavy rain across New Jersey, but I'm not seeing much of a severe weather threat. I mean, we can zoom for the continental U.S. Okay, so this is the actual front right here. This is the front that could spark some severe thunderstorms. This is a separate front. I don't think this will be the main player in this, because that's a separate front. And we do see some heavy rain for Tuesday afternoon. I thought Tuesday afternoon would be concerning, but when we get to 6 p.m., look at these nasty thunderstorms developing. These are nasty storms I'm talking about. 994, like just to the west of Ohio. And right here, I think south of that low pressure, you're going to have some nasty thunderstorms and heating. We see supercells developing in West Virginia, North Carolina, all the way down to Alabama. That's where the excess of heating and K values could reach over 1,000 joules per kilogram. And look at that snow on the backside. It's already coming through for Chicago. And look at this. This snow is starting to change over. We got this nasty squall line down to the south. And we're going to be watching these cells right here. Because I am not letting my guard down for severe weather in the I-95 corridor. Because these still support some thunderstorms. Trust me. We do have a severe squall line down south. But look, we do have a couple tricky storms that do want to enter through New Jersey. So that severe squall line still continues down south. And then that severe weather threat starts to diminish. Yeah, it really does. But on Wednesday, we do have another re-emerging threat for some thunderstorms. And this might be a 2-day event. I think Tuesday night will be the most intense. But Wednesday we could have another redevelopment of these thunderstorms near the East Coast. And then, yeah, it gets really, cold. This low pressure really starts to bomb out over Boston. And then we just get some wild low pressure numbers, 980. And then we start to see some snow squalls enter through New Jersey on Thursday morning. And that energy really, really maxes out once we get into Tuesday afternoon. Oh, man. Yes, it may be a little too warm, but if we just knock those temperatures by 1 degree or 2, we could be seeing some snow squalls. It's not painting this massive snowstorm anymore. Thank God. But either way, we're still going to be monitoring it. And look at this. On Thursday night, snow squalls could enter through New Jersey. A couple of these streamers are possible. Yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about with this storm. And then this wind really starts to pick up. These are starting to look like damaging wind gusts forming on Friday. Yeah, these are some definite large tree movers. Yeah. And then that's really it. But let's get into the ingredients, because I want to look at that first. So, Tuesday. Let's go all the way back to Tuesday. No. Okay. So, this is Tuesday at 3 p.m. And we do see some dew points reaching up into the 40s into New Jersey. That is not the substantial dew points we are experiencing like out in the west. We're experiencing 60 plus dew points reaching all the way to southern Ohio. Big time. And then all the way to the East Coast, in fact. We got some nasty storms for them at least. But what's so interesting about this is the dew points start to suppress down south. It is not picturing these intense heating dew points for New Jersey. That is a huge key factor. Because look, once we get into Wednesday, it's really not much. Yeah, we do have the skinny line of dew points right here. And that stretches all the way to the north. But you don't have these intense dew points anymore. And that could minimize the severe weather threat overall for the I-95 corridor. That is something to iron out. But I still can't rule out the intense heating for Tuesday evening. I really can't. Because I just can't. Because it still shows severe weather down in South Jersey. So, if we look at the Cape values, yeah, it is still showing minimal Cape, but it isn't as intense, obviously. but it is showing 175 joules per kilogram, which is still quite enough to have a thunderstorm. But I don't see them that significant. No, I definitely did see a downtrend in them. They're much more south. Like, I remember yesterday these dew points were all the way to, like, Delaware. But I think they're starting to trend a little south. But that doesn't mean it can make another trend up north. So, that's very interesting to look at. But, yeah. I mean, we could look at the supercell composites, and they hint the same idea. I mean, it's mostly south of our area, thank goodness. But I can't rule out, again, I can't rule out strong to severe storms on Tuesday evening. I really can't. But you get the idea. We're watching a big storm. Now we're going to take a look at the euro, because okay. So, the euro is a little different with this. So, Tuesday, like, morning, it does paint the same axis of heavy rain over New Jersey. But look at this intense storm activity out west. These are severe storms marching through Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, and this keeps on marching through. Now we start to see supercells all the way up to Delaware. Not quite New Jersey yet, but we do see a little bit of weakening. And then what's so interesting on Wednesday now is these cells want to re-emerge. It's definitely not as strong as yesterday. I definitely seen a downtrend in this. Honestly, it's out of here. This is a really tricky severe weather threat. But you know what's so interesting about this? Look at this snow up in the north. Yes, there is snow up in the north. And if we zoom into the northeast, right, I want to show you something wild. Because the euro usually is good with these situations. It shows mixing all the way down to New York City, all the way down to even our area. It shows moderate snow up north. And we get a little bit out. Look at this. It shows mixing of snow and ice all the way down to like Trenton. And this is for Thursday morning. Wow. And then it shows a massive snowstorm for Boston and the whole entire Northeast. This is wild stuff. This is really, really wild stuff. Because you do not see this type of stuff in April. And then this trough starts to move out, and it's out of here by Friday. And we do have a couple snow streamers out to the north, which could survive and produce some snow squalls. And then the wind really starts to pick up after. But I do want to look at what the euro wants to show for snowfall, because that's really interesting. Yeah, you saw that right. Boston, you're getting almost a foot of snow with this system. Are you kidding me? Are you actually out of your mind kidding me? But we still have some time to iron things out. But it shows snow according to an inch for New York City. Are you joking? This will be the most significant storm in April I've ever seen if this actually went out. And it actually shows 2 inches for Morristown. Dude, that's insane. And then for Maine, it shows feet and feet of snow. Like, we could be talking 20 plus inches. And honestly, for the whole Northeast, snow is expected to come down heavy. Man, like, winter isn't done yet. I mean, we're like 2 weeks into spring, and you have this snowstorm coming. That's for January, but it's coming in late for April. My goodness, man, this weather is actually crazy. Alright, the last thing I want to look at, I do want to look at those storms down in the south, and then we're out of here. She was snow showers. Are you kidding me? But anyways, so for that severe weather threat today, yeah, we do have a couple storms to watch out for. In fact, maybe even some heavy rain for New Jersey. But look at these storms starting to develop out west. These are quite intense, I'd say. Oh wow, there's even a tornado warning with one of them. Tornado quarter-sized tail. But you get the idea. There's lots of severe thunderstorm warnings. Mostly quarter-sized tail because of how conducive that environment is. Yeah. I mean, got some nasty storms out there. In terms of these right here near New Jersey, they're not really doing anything, but I would watch out for a couple heavier showers in New Jersey. I'm not expecting no thunderstorms, but if these survive out west all the way to New Jersey, I'd be shocked. I'd really be shocked, but I don't think that's going to happen because we're going to lose that daytime heating. And if we had that daytime heating earlier and these storms came earlier, then maybe we could be talking a severe weather threat possible. But no, that's not going to shape out. We do have a couple heavier showers out west. They are starting to develop quite rapidly, in fact. I was kind of not expecting that, but we'll see what happens with them. We'll see you guys tomorrow probably, or on Monday, if not tomorrow. See you guys in the next one. I'll be updating with that severe weather threat every single day because things have been trending a little calmer with this storm for the I-95 corridor. So I'll keep you guys an update, but still will be watching the strong storm potential for Tuesday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys Monday.